Hello and welcome to Path of Darkness, my Star Wars Conquest Sith campaign. Now I am currently travelling the universe here, or the galaxy I should say, in search for some equipment for my companions because I'm preparing for war basically. I'm getting ready to start a war with the Hutts. I'm already at war with them technically, but I want to go after one of their planets. The reason for this is because if I can take their planet, I can officially start the Sith Empire in name, and then all of the factions will know of us, and then they will be after us, and a war on the galactic scale will break out, and it will be glorious. So I need to continue with haste in securing supplies and equipment for my campaign to come. I'm going to quickly head to Bespin and in fact no, I was going to leave this till after, but I noticed Tam had levelled. Now he currently cannot use a lightsaber pike because his strength is somewhat low, so I'm going to keep investing points here until he can use it. So he's got 10 strength and 4 power strike. I need to go see what's actually required. I'm finding the Shadow Guard helmet seem to be really rare now. Not sure why. Hardened Sith, that's better than what I'm wearing, but it's a bit too pricey at the moment, and the additional 2 points of defense isn't going to make that much of a difference, so I'm going to leave that be. Sigh. Still cannot find what I'm after. I always check the weapons, although there's little points at the moment because everything's too expensive. Ooh, we can head to Hoth though. It's been a while since I've travelled to this icy planet. Still debating about these grey robes, but I think I just prefer the Sith ones. The one thing I've been thinking of is what to, because there's a couple of companions I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, is if I should just make him an officer wearing an officer's uniform, or should I make him like a Mandalorian or give him some sort of armor. I feel like they shouldn't just be sort of, you know, wearing such light armor. You know, I'm a fighting empire, you know, war is our way, so I don't want to be I don't want to have officers walking around that aren't ready for battle. That's what I'm trying to keep in mind. Okay, we've got Endar there. I'm going to quickly head there. Or Endor. Keep making that mistake. The Death Star. That'll be a good battle when I get to it. Requires strength 10. Okay, so this is the one I can buy from a force sensitive merchant. I'm just going to go ahead and purchase it now, give it to Tam Yarrow, and we'll quickly visit the cantina while we're here. I don't think there's anyone of interest here. Doesn't look it. It's a plastic surgeon, okay. I've yet to decide on his skills. But I am a massive fan of transitions, and I would love to make another transition Sith like I did in Star Wars Galaxies, so who knows what I'm going to do with him yet. I could finish the upgrades on my ship, but for the moment I think I'm okay. You see, I believe the combat computer upgrades my tactics skill, and the problem is with every 2 levels of this skill, okay, basically increases the battle advantage, which is how many people you have, how many people you're facing on the battlefield. At least I'm assuming I'm correct in saying that. But anyway, what I'm saying is that if I have a really high, tactical advantage, I'm going to only be fighting a small number of enemies, where I could really take on a large group of enemies. So it just makes the whole process slower. Come on, please tell me they're here. Oh my god, I'm never going to find it. Oh well, I'll keep looking, I guess. It's worth checking out this cantina. Ooh, holocron merchant, yes it is. Okay, so yes, it requires 8 intelligence, I believe I already have that. Tactics holocron. Intelligence holocron, that's interesting. Leadership holocron. Persuasion, trade, weapon mastery, engineering. I need to save up for these, because if I can save points and not just keep it, because I could max out my leadership, but if there's no need because I can make up the rest of the points via having a ship or via reading a holocron, then I really should do that instead. I mean, I got points here. It did say 10 in intelligence, so I'll just put that point there. What else should I increase? I really should improve my athletics so I move quicker, but once I have force jump, it isn't really going to make much of a difference. At the same time, I could do with increasing my own flesh, but only increasing hit points by 2 each time seems like a massive waste of a skill point, at least to me. So I want to try and keep an eye on here, see what I can spend it on. I'm going to keep these skill points there for the moment. And I think that's it for this sort of cantina. Indeed it is. Let's move on. Let's try Renvar, see if we can find us a Shadow Guard helmet. I really want that Shadow Guard helmet to give to my companions. It's driving me crazy, I can't find one now. I want to get my Shadow Guard up. That's not one of those planets, okay. I guess it's Dantooine. The 3rd member of my Shadow Guard is leveled. Good, good. His intelligence skill is fairly high. I'll put the point in trainer for the moment, get that maxed out. That way I can reap the benefit of having, in fact, let's quickly check if I invest that there. No, okay, so I'm going to just max out trainer, that way I can give the bonus experience to my troops if necessary. Okay, we'll just push on, I suppose. To Dantooine, and then we'll swing by Taris. And I've been to all these other planets, just no luck so far. Although there is Dagobah, Mustafar, Ryloth. I suppose I'll just keep going this way into Hut territory again, start preying on trade ships. Sith Master Robe. Slave neck chain. Okay, so I do need black boots for people. Or should I wait until I can get the reinforced ones? May as well get the best boots I can buy, that way I won't have to replace them later. A reverse grip lightsaber is actually a polearm. I see what they've done. It's essentially a double-bladed lightsaber, except they've, hidden the end piece. That's a somewhat smart way of doing it. Sorry, that is a smart way of doing it. Alas, I'm not really interested though. It's not a, you know, one-hand, two-handed weapon. I like the option of switching between. Or at least a one-handed weapon. Why on earth would you have a two-handed reverse grip lightsaber? I don't know. Dathomir is one of those small planets, so I'm going to head straight to the hut freighter. Bad luck, boys. You crossed my path. I bet the huts are hating me. That must be costing them a lot of credits. I like to sort of like waste my force lightning, and then I feel it's put onto good use. Switch stance here to a two-hand blade attack and get my skill up. Done and done. Now I've got my prisoners. Got my items to sell. Now we can make our way to Taris. And there's another hut freighter, okay. Well, it's Christmas here, I suppose. I'm thinking of using this rusty Mandalorian armor for my Mandalorian, at least until I can get something else. I suppose it doesn't really hurt to try these things, see what they look like. It didn't cost me anything. I will need a weapon for him too. I'm thinking a rifle of some sort, I'm not sure what though yet. Rifle for long range, and a Sith blade for close range. Pistol could work potentially. We could go with the EE11, that's what Boba Fett used to use, or uses. I mean, there are these bigger rifles I could potentially use. Better ones too that do more damage. But I do like the look of this one. But really it doesn't offer anything different. You know, in comparison, this rifle's more, you know, quicker attack speed. We'll invest in the stun A295 that way. Kashyyyk long gun looks like a rocket launcher, that's probably what it is actually. I never understood why this vibro axe wasn't made into a pole arm. It's not really a, you know, an axe, it's handled as a pole arm if I recall. Okay, so we'll get him the stun, that way he can, you know, take people out to gain me prisoners, which is going to be good, it's going to make my money back. He already had a rifle, I suppose, I wasn't really paying attention, but he's got a better one now. And there's his new equipment. Now we'll change the rest of his uniform, make sure it all, you know, looks good. His helmet too needs to be changed. That helmet doesn't really match, I'm going to remove it for the moment, even though it could protect him. Tough. Quickly tend to my companions here. My Sith in training. I'd just take their credits if they offered, you know, enough, but they don't seem to offer much. sadly we have, well, sadly, but we have to take their lives, you know. Better to take some prisoners. These guys are worth the most to get behind them. There we go. Getting lots of enemy troops then. Doing this like up close is more accurate. It could just be because it does more damage than a pistol. I'm not sure what the deal is. I seem to be getting more knockouts than with the pistol. Medical droid healed my health. I think I've worked out how that medical droid works. It's the same as the Bacta tank, where you've got to stand still inside it. So I'm assuming I have to stand still when I'm next to a droid in order for it to work. That explains why if I'm moving around it's not going to work, but if I stand still for a brief second it should. Something I'll test in the future. Oh, she's doing awfully well. While I want to keep increasing the points, I really feel like I should increase her training skill, because that's going to be a lot of experience to my companions. Definitely have it maxed out on her. Anyway, we're on our way to Yavin. We'll continue there. What's going to happen is I'm finally going to find the Shadow Guard helmet, and then I can't afford it. That's what I see. That's what I foresee. Shadow Marauder robe. Who else requires one? I'm unsure what to do for the female Sith at the moment. Something I need to ponder on. Who is that? Force sensitive merchants. Some people do require a lightsaber. And there is the throwing lightsaber as well. Before I invest in any more, I think I'm going to just make sure I've got enough money to pay for my troops, because if I, you know, run out on payday, my troops are going to lose a lot of morale. Can't really afford that at this point in time. Still no luck. Mandalorian Deadeye. So they do have matching boots, that's good to know. Keep running into him. He must be flying to the planets ahead of me. I guess I'm going to have to infiltrate Raxus Prime and have a look. See if I can find what I'm after. Of course I'm spotted. On their head, so be it. Force jump definitely would be helping me. Still thinking I should have used this Jedi robe. It's nice and black, but I don't know. Oh, those are the boots I believe I need to give to my one companion. Money's just shot right up. Kinda hoping I come across an item merchant, buy the holocrons I'm after, start reading them. There we go. The boots, just need gloves and the helmet. I suppose Dak, I could try Dak as a last resort. It's very demoralising at this point. I haven't found one. I was hoping to get my companions all set up before now. There is quite a bit of armour on here, but nothing I really want. Aha. Every planet I've gone to, I've been like, I've got a gut feeling about this, but really, I'm just hoping. Okay, no luck there. Alright, well, thank you all for joining me. Make sure you join me next time. I may continue just hunting around these planets to try and find what I'm after, because right now there's been no luck. But while this may seem boring, I apologise. It is very necessary. Now that's what I'm after, but that's the Royal Guard helmet. The one I'm after, the Shadow Guard, is all black with a red visor. So yeah, in fact, while I'm looking here, see, I was wondering about getting a Mandalorian soldier armor for my companions and having all black instead. That may be an option, we'll see. Did I just sell my... oh god. Anyway, thank you for watching. Join me next time.